Be me, 27, female, culinary genius. Apparently, I'm the villain for wanting perfection. Let me set the scene. I am the head chef of Ethereal, a concept dining experience in downtown Seattle. I don't cook food. I curate edible emotions. I'm 5'8", slim blonde, the kind of woman who looks good in a chef's coat even after a 14-hour shift. Then there's Arthur. B. Arthur, 28, my sous chef / personal doormat for the last 8 years. We met in culinary school. I was top of the class in presentation and theory. Arthur was the guy in the back with flour on his face who actually understood the chemistry. He's 5'9", always been a bit heavy, messy, dark hair, wears glasses that steam up over the pasta water. Strictly platonic. Like, aggressively platonic. He's the kind of guy who is functionally invisible to women, wears cargo shorts when off-duty, plays Magic the Gathering on weekends, obsession with fermentation and sourdough starters. Basically a hobbit in human form. But he's useful. God, is he useful. For nearly a decade, Arthur has been my shadow. When I dated Stefan, the investment banker who forgot my birthday, Arthur showed up at the restaurant with a homemade tiramisu and a bottle of vintage port. He waited while I cried in the walk-in freezer. Held my hand while I ranted about how men are trash. He just nodded. You deserve better, Ness. That's his catchphrase. Always, you deserve better. Never, I want you. Because he knows his place. Let's be real. I'm a Ferrari. Arthur is a reliable, slightly rusted Honda Civic. You love the Civic for getting you to work, but you don't park it out front at the gala. 2 years ago, I got the offer to open Ethereal. Investors wanted a young, female visionary. That's me. Obviously, I brought Arthur along. He was working at some mom-and-pop Italian joint, making fresh pasta for pennies. I saved him. Told him, come be my Sous. We'll conquer the city. He looked at me with those puppy dog eyes. Anything for you, Ness. So he came. And yeah, I worked him hard. 80-hour weeks. I handle the menu design, the press, the investors, the Instagram aesthetic. Arthur handles the prep, the ordering, the staff schedules, the actual execution of the sauces, the butchery, and fixing the ice machine when it breaks. It's a partnership. I'm the brain and face. He's the hands. It worked perfectly. I was dating Marco at the time. Marco was a mixologist. 6'3", tattoos. Absolute chaos. Marco would get drunk and start fights at industry parties. I'd call Arthur at 2 a.m. Marco got kicked out of the aviary again. Can you pick us up? Arthur would be there in 20 minutes. Drive us home. Help me get Marco up the stairs. Make me tea while Marco passed out on the rug. I'd sit at the kitchen island, wiping mascara off my face. Why do I pick these guys, Artie? Because you like the excitement, Ness. I just want someone who sees me, the real me. Arthur would look at me. Silence. Just that heavy, awkward silence he does. I'd laugh it off. Go home, Artie. You have opening shift in 4 hours. And he'd go. Never complained. Never asked for a raise. Never asked for credit. Until 6 months ago. Until the butcher. We needed a new supplier for heritage pork. Enter Sarah. Sarah is 29. Owns a sustainable farm and butchery 2 hours north. She drives a beat-up truck. Wears flannel unironically. No makeup, hair in a messy braid, hands rough from actual labor. She's plain. Objectively. Not ugly, just boring. Earthy. She comes in for a tasting meeting. Brings in a half hog to demonstrate cuts. I'm bored immediately. I look at the meat and see the plating potential. Can we get this in uniform cubes for the sous vide? Sarah frowns. That would waste the texture of the muscle fiber. I roll my eyes. I care about the aesthetic, Sarah. Texture is secondary to the visual narrative. Arthur steps in. Usually, he's silent in meetings. Actually, chef, if we slow roast the shoulder whole and pull it, we could do a rustic deconstruction. He looks at Sarah. Sarah looks at him. They start speaking a language I don't understand, talking about marbling, pH levels, feed types. Arthur's eyes light up. I've never seen him look that interested in anything that wasn't a rare magic card. Whatever, we sign the contract. Sarah becomes a regular fixture. She delivers on Tuesdays and Fridays. Usually, Arthur takes delivery. 10 minutes turns into 20, then 30. I walk into the loading dock one day. They're laughing. Arthur is holding a knife, showing her his sharpening technique. She's touching his arm. Touching. His arm. Arthur, line check. Now. I snap at him. He jumps. Coming, chef. Sarah gives me a look, like she pities me. Excuse me? I run the hottest restaurant in the Pacific Northwest. You shovel pig shit. Stay in your lane. Things started shifting after that. Slowly at first. Arthur stopped answering my texts immediately. Used to be, I'd text coffee at 8 a.m. and it would be on my desk by 8:15. Now, I get a reply at 8:30. Busy with prep, grabbing yours when I can. Excuse me? Then the clothes changed. Arthur stopped wearing the oversized band t-shirts. Started wearing fitted flannels. Got new glasses, thicker frames, trendy. Got a haircut, actually styled it. He started losing weight. Not a lot, but his face sharpened. I commented on it during prep. Trying to impress someone, Artie? I laughed, expecting him to blush and deny it. Just trying to be healthier, Ness. He didn't look at me. Kept chopping shallots with robotic precision. Then came the Saturday night incident. Saturday nights are war. Full covers, VIPs in the booth, critics potential. I'm dating Julian now. Julian is a gallery owner. Pretentious, rich, useless. Julian was supposed to take me to a gala after service. 11 p.m. Service wraps. I'm exhausted. Julian texts, "Babe, running late. Meet me there?" I'm furious. I need to vent. I turn to Arthur. Usually, we grab a shift drink, and I unload for an hour. Artie, pour me a bourbon. You won't believe what Julian did. Arthur is packing up his knife roll. Fast. Can't tonight, Ness. I have plans. I freeze. Plans? It's midnight on a Saturday. What plans? Going up to the farm, helping Sarah with the early harvest tomorrow. The farm? You're driving 2 hours at midnight to pick vegetables? It's a pig roast, early start. He zips his bag. Have fun at the gala. And he leaves. Just walks out. Leaves me standing there with a dirty apron and a canceled ride. I had to Uber to the gala alone. Felt humiliated. Spent the whole night checking his Instagram. He never posts. But Sarah does. There it is. 8 a.m. Sunday morning. Story post. Picture of Arthur. He's wearing a thick wool sweater, holding a mug of coffee, standing in a field with mist rising. He looks happy, peaceful. Caption, best help a girl could ask for. Heart emoji. I almost threw my phone into the punch bowl. Monday service. I'm cold to him. Professional, but icy. Sauce is broken. Fix it. Plating is sloppy. Do it again. He takes it. Doesn't apologize. Just fixes it. Yes, chef. No, sorry, Ness. Just, yes, chef. It infuriated me. A week later, the critics are coming. The Seattle Times. Big deal. I decide to overhaul the menu. We're doing molecular gastronomy. Focuses on the ocean. Edible foam, algae spheres, smoked water. Arthur looks at the menu draft. Ness, it's a lot of technique, but where's the heart? It's cold. It's high art, Arthur. You wouldn't understand. You're too busy playing farmer. Low blow. He stiffened. Fine. I'll prep it. The night of the review. Disaster. The foam machine jams. The algae tastes like aquarium water. I'm spiraling on the pass. Having a panic attack. Usually, Arthur steps in. Usually, he whispers, I got this, and takes over while I breathe. I look at him, waiting. He's focused on his station, searing scallops perfectly. He's not looking at me. Arthur, I need help. He looks up, calm. I'm on fish, chef. I can't leave the station or the scallops will overcook. I don't care about the scallops. I'm drowning. Call the expediter. I have a job to do. He turned his back. He let me fail. The review came out 2 days later. 2 stars out of 4. Ethereal is a triumph of ego over flavor. Cold, distant, and confused. But then, a paragraph. The only saving grace was the scallop dish, served with a rustic corn puree and charred chorizo. It sang with warmth and technical perfection. A glimpse of what this restaurant could be if it stopped trying so hard. Arthur's dish. The one thing on the menu I let him tweak. I was livid. I called him into the office, slammed the paper on the desk. You sabotaged me. He stood there, arms crossed, looking fitter than ever, wearing a shirt that actually fit. I cooked the food, Vanessa. You designed the menu. You didn't help me. You saw I was struggling and you let me drown. I did my job. I'm your Sous chef, not your emotional support animal. Silence. The air left the room. Excuse me? You heard me. For 8 years, I've been your crutch. I fixed your tires, your relationships, your menus, your ego. And what do I get? You treat me like furniture. We're best friends, Arthur. No, I'm your fan. You're the celebrity. That's not friendship. Is this about Sarah? I sneered the name. Yeah, it is. Because she asked me what I want. Not what I can do for her, what I want. And what do you want? To live on a farm and smell like manure? I want to cook food that people actually want to eat. And I want to be with someone who respects me. I respect you. No, you rely on me. There's a difference. He put his keys on the desk. I'm putting in my 2 weeks. Actually, make it effective immediately. I have vacation time saved up, about 6 months worth, since you never let me take a day off. You can't leave. We have the autumn gala next week. Figure it out. You're the genius. He walked out. I sat there, stunned. He'd be back. He always came back. He just needed to cool off. I texted him that night. I'm sorry I yelled. I'm just stressed. Come over for wine? I have that Pinot you like. No response. Next day. Arthur, please. The ice machine is broken again. No response. Week later. I stalk Sarah's Instagram photo of them. They're at a food festival in Portland. Arthur is manning a grill. He's laughing, head thrown back. Sarah is looking at him like he's a god. Caption, building our dream. Pop-up coming soon. Hearth and Home. I threw my phone, broke the screen. Julian broke up with me the next day. Said I was too intense and obsessed with my ex-employee. Whatever. 2 months pass. Ethereal is struggling. Staff turnover is high. Nobody knows how to fix the sous vide machines. The food costs are skyrocketing because Arthur isn't there to negotiate with suppliers. I hear rumors. Hearth and Home opened in a warehouse district. Lines around the block. No reservations. Communal tables. The menu is simple. Roasted meats, handmade pastas, fermented vegetables, Arthur's food, Sarah's produce. Everyone is talking about it. It's so authentic. It's got soul. I decide to go. I need to see it. I need to show him I'm fine. Show him what he walked away from. I dress to kill. Black dress, heels, red lip. Walk in on a Tuesday night. Place is packed. Smells like wood smoke and rosemary. Warm lighting. Laughter. It's cozy. I hate it. I see Arthur in the open kitchen. He's wearing a denim apron. Beard is full now. He looks rugged, confident. He's commanding the line. Not with shouting, but with quiet gestures. Sarah is front of house, pouring wine. She looks radiant. She sees me, smile drops for a second, then returns. Polite. Vanessa. Hi. Table for one? I'm here to see Arthur. He's on the line. I can seat you at the bar. I'll wait. She seats me. Brings me a glass of wine. On the house. Bitch. I watch him for an hour. He's in flow state. He's beautiful. I never thought that before. But seeing him in charge, seeing him owning his space, suddenly, I want him, not just to fix my sink. I want him to look at me the way he used to. Service winds down. He walks out to the dining room, wipes his hands on a towel, sees me, doesn't smile, doesn't frown. Just walks over. Vanessa, Arthur, place looks quaint. It's doing well. I miss you, Artie. I use the nickname, put my hand on his arm, give him the look. The look that worked on Marco, on Stefan, on Julian. The look that says, I am a prize and I am choosing you. He looks at my hand, then removes it, gently. I'm glad you came by. But I have to help Sarah close up. Sarah, is it serious? We're getting married in the spring. My stomach drops. Married? It's been like 4 months. When you know, you know. I wasted a lot of time waiting for things that weren't real. Are you saying us wasn't real? Us was a fantasy, Vanessa. One-sided. I was in love with an idea of you, and you were in love with the attention. That's not fair. It's the truth. Sarah knows who I am. She loves the guy who plays magic and smells like onions. You just tolerated him. Sarah walks up, puts her hand on his back. He leans into her, instinctively. It's intimate, creates a wall I can't breach. Everything okay, babe? She asks. Yeah, just catching up. Vanessa was just leaving. He dismissed me. Arthur, wait. Ethereal is... I need a partner. A real partner. 50/50ths. Come back. We can rename it. We can do your menu. I'm begging. I hate myself for it. He smiles. Sad smile. I already have a partner. He kisses Sarah on the forehead. Good night, chef. He calls me chef. Not Ness. Chef. Putting me back in the box. Strictly professional. Stranger. I walked out into the rain. Saw my reflection in the window. Perfect makeup. Perfect dress. Alone. I checked the reviews for Hearth and Home the next morning. 5 stars. Chef Arthur Vance has stepped out of the shadows to deliver the most honest cooking in the city. A love letter to ingredients. I closed the laptop, called my mom, cried for 2 hours, told her my best friend betrayed me for a farm girl. Mom said, "Honey, maybe he just grew up." Hung up on her. Be me now. 29. Ethereal closed last month. Investors pulled out? I'm consulting for a chain of upscale airport lounges, designing salads for travelers in a rush. Saw Arthur and Sarah in a magazine yesterday. The power couple of the Pacific Northwest. She's pregnant. He looks like a lumberjack king. I sent a text. Congrats on the baby. Hope you're happy. Read at 10:42 a.m. No reply. Apparently, I'm the bad guy for having standards, for trying to push him to be better. He settled for easy. He settled for a quiet life. I'm still a visionary. I'm just between projects, right? Someone tell me I'm right. Please.